Celina Sharma, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very well. We kind of had this interview idea for a while, but obviously we didn't suspect we'd be doing it under these
Yeah,
circumstances. Have you been getting used to been getting used to this format now of doing interviews online?
yeah, of course. Yeah, pretty much.
How have you been personally? I mean, what has it been? It's probably 3 months we've been in lockdown now, and obviously you're a very energetic person. You know, you like to meet your fans. You're
Yeah.
performing, so obviously keep it. You know, you're indoors. How are you kind of expelling that energy?
I mean, I've definitely adapted. I think I'm more on like social media, like creating content, which is kind of good because I'm building my audience, especially on TikTok. Like my audience is, I think when lockdown started is on like 327K and now I'm on 824.
Wow.
So it's just jumped up on TikTok and especially on Instagram as well. So yeah, I've just been doing heaps of content and songwriting and music just indoors. But yeah, it's been good.
And in terms of TikTok, obviously TikTok, like you are, as we mentioned, the figures are there, the stats are there. Like when I was looking at some of your videos in the past few days. When you choose like a song that you want to put in your video, are you just going by what's trending or something that you're feeling? How do you kind of make that choice?
Yeah, definitely what's trending like helps, I guess, because everyone kind of knows the sound. But a lot of like my fans have been like, "Oh, can you do this song? Can you do that song?" And I reply to them, and I just try and make them happy. But yeah, there'll be like a couple of comments will be the same song. So if everyone kind of wants that, I'll give it to them. But yeah, that's pretty much how I do it.
And you're talking about songwriting there as well. I mean, a lot of people draw from like life experiences right now. Are you writing songs based around what's going on, but metaphorically?
I mean, it's kind of like a mixture of both. My own experiences and how I'm kind of feeling, like, or my past experiences, but obviously, a lot of it's actually got to do with like how my friends, like, a lot of them have faced like the experiences that I haven't, and especially like I'm so young, I haven't like experienced like love yet and stuff like that. So yeah, I write about like their experiences sometimes, but yeah, so that's kind of how I do it.
And I saw the BBC came to your door, obviously social distance, and I think you performed as well. You were talking about you've been learning production as well. Is that right?
Yeah, I have. I mean, it hasn't I've always kind of wanted to, and I've never gotten the time like to sit down. I've always just been in the studio singing and stuff, but I've gotten more of an idea, which is it's kind of helpful for me because then I can just do it at home and learn about stuff like that. But it's kind of good in a sense because I know what I want and like I know what I yeah, so it's kind of easier for me to create what I kind of hear and what I vision. But yeah, it's been fun learning how to do that.
And All Night was your single that came out sort of mid-May, I think it was.
Yeah.
How was it like releasing a single? Because obviously artists still are probably doing things in a very similar fashion, but you weren't able to do a music video. I think you did do a video, but it was more like a lyric video. Was that right?
Yeah, so basically we filmed it at home and it turned out dope. Like I'm really
Yeah.
happy the way it turned out. And I was so excited when they said animation video because I was like, this is gonna be interesting. Like, and yeah, like I'm glad how we kind of planned it because obviously with the situation now it's kind of hard to do an actual music video. But it was weird like not promoting the song and going to interviews and stuff like that. I'm gonna say that. And it was just because obviously we were doing heaps of like Zoom calls, which is just weird to me. But yeah, it's just I mean it's out and everyone loves it. So yeah, I'm happy about it.
And you were on stage. You were supporting Jonas Blue. I think it was back in March,
Yeah.
before obviously all this chaos kicked off. Like, it
Very
must have been quite a dramatic change, though. You were performing on stage, and then obviously lockdown hit. But take us
yeah.
back to what that was like.
Turn this off. Sorry, someone's ringing me. Yeah, I mean, I think it was one of the best experiences in my life. And I honestly wish it could continue. And obviously we postponed the tour, I think obviously whenever like this it all kind of calms down. But yeah, I've never been to Japan, so I was really looking forward to that. But definitely performing and traveling the UK, especially because I haven't been to like Cardiff, like all the places that like I just never been. And Ireland. I don't know how to say
Ireland,
it.
yeah, that's right. That's right. Yeah,
Ireland. I hadn't been to like a lot of places like that, so it was nice to travel around and like every place we went, the energy was just crazy, and it made me just like perform with so much energy. And yeah, I was like, to be fair, I did not expect it. The first night was, I think, yeah, Scotland. I started crying on stage while I was singing because I didn't expect it. I was like, didn't know what to expect, and everyone was just having the best time ever. But yeah, it was one of the best experiences of my life, to be fair.
well, I'm sure you will get to go to Japan and Ireland at some point, for sure. You've got a lot of music buddies in the industry and friends, and Emiway Bantai, of course. You guys have got music together as well. How's he getting on? Have you guys been doing FaceTime? Been doing Zoom?
Yeah, I mean, we've been just messaging each other. He's got his new remix. I think that drops today. Super excited to hear it. But yeah, we keep in contact. I mean, we kind of like show each other's music and stuff before it comes out. And yeah, but he's such a humble guy. Like, honestly, I was so blessed for him to be on my track. Honestly, I still look at it and be like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that. But yeah, he's a sweet guy.
In terms of like as a human being, let's forget music for a second. What is the thing? Maybe not the thing that you've most missed. Maybe you can even mention three things that we take for granted that you've missed most during lockdown.
Um, I think my family and friends. Like, I feel like I didn't catch up with them, obviously 'cause I was so busy and I didn't get to see them. But I think that's one of the things. And um, what else? I think, you know what? This is a bit of a funny one, but it's Nandos. I mean, I freaking eat there enough. Like, I honestly, like, I think we don't. Obviously, I used to like eat out a lot, and the thing is, now not doing that, it just feels weird, and I feel like, oh no, like it just, I feel like we take it for granted. And um, I definitely, one more thing, it's more personal, is definitely living in Australia. And I always used to take it for granted, and I always was like, "Oh, like, I don't like it here, like, I wanna move," and stuff like that. But honestly, Australia is I think, because it's home, like, I miss it a lot, and I think I'm getting a bit homesick. Just being at home, and because if I was busy all the time, it's definitely not on my
Yeah.
mind. But just being at home, thinking about it, thinking about family and friends over there is just hard. But yeah, I think it's, you know what, though? I'm really impressed with London's weather. Like, it was
It's
it
been
was
good.
it was on a roll. It
Yeah.
was on a roll, but
Yeah.
now it just went back
It's
to
dipped. It's
back to
dipped.
winter.
It's dipped. You mentioned Nando's, obviously, presumably in the house. There's a lot of food being cooked as well. For
Yeah.
you yourself, have you cooked anything? Like, people have been making banana bread. What you been cooking?
Honestly, like, if you know me, I'm a cook. Like, I was on Insta Live, cooking with a few people, and just showing them my ways and stuff like that. I'm gonna be honest, my Indian dishes aren't quite there, but my Italian dishes from my nonna is like, she taught me well. I got that part like good, but I'm kind of like doing a bit of baking, brownies, muffins, and yeah, like a lot of pasta, cooking for my family. But yeah, I think that's one of the things that I've learned more and gotten better at, is cooking during this time.
Good, good. I mean, that'll hold you in good stead.
Yeah.
Also, have you guys been doing any? Obviously, you got your people in Australia as well. That's where your home is. Have you been doing any quizzes? Because us British people love a good quiz.
Oh, quiz. I was like,
Yeah, quiz.
and I was like, quizzes, and I was like, what's that? To be fair, quizzes. Well, yeah, like, I think it was an Easter time, and because we had Mother's Day there, so it was different. I don't think you guys celebrate at the same time we do, but yeah, we've been doing a few quizzes with my family, just doing like stuff here and there, some questions. But yeah, it's not much, but I feel like that would be something that I'd probably want to do more, to be fair.
Yeah, I think so. I saw your British accent challenge, and some of them
Yeah.
were quite good. Some of them, maybe, I don't know. But
Yeah.
what would you say was the hardest one?
I'd say, I think it was the Welsh one. I was definitely like, I don't understand like how it sounded very melodic. Like, you had to have like, it was like a singer. Like, you
It
needed to be
is,
like,
yeah.
hello. No, that was your accent. I don't
That
know.
was my accent.
Like,
Ah.
is that Birmingham?
No,
No,
I'm
Manchester.
Scottish. I'm Scottish.
What?
I'm from Scotland.
Are you from Scotland?
Yes.
I saw this whole time. That is so
Please, no offense to anyone from
no,
Birmingham, because I see Jade. Jade is in
Australia.
this call, and Jade's from Birmingham, but I'm not from Birmingham. I'd rather be from Manchester.
But you sound like a mix. Like, I honestly thought it's from up north, but I didn't know where. Like, I did not think. I thought Scotland is like. No, that's not even. I thought that was
No,
kind of Newcastle. Is that where it's
no.
from? I think.
Basically, Newcastle just sits a little bit beneath us, and then
Oh.
Scotland is a little bit up,
I know
upwards. I
Lewis
don't know. Well,
has like a really strong accent.
well,
Like,
his accent is more kind of East Coast, and mine is like I'm West Coast.
okay, so maybe that's why I'm getting confused.
He's a bit like, it's like Lewis Capaldi and that. His
Yeah,
is a
that's
bit more
yeah,
like that. Whereas
yeah.
mine's is more Central Belt. But well, I could have given you a lesson on that if I've
Like,
had prepared any notes for it.
can you give me something to repeat? I genuinely love doing accents.
The thing is,
Maybe
the only Scottish words I know are swear words,
the swear words.
and I don't think your fans will appreciate
I
that.
don't think your fans would appreciate that. I
That's
was like,
that's that's like I think that's kind of like Newcastle. You're doing a little bit there, maybe.
"Oh, I'm sorry." Like,
Oh no, you were doing Manchester.
yeah, I can do Manchester. I'm gonna be honest. I can do like I
I,
can do like
I love a good. I love it. Give us a wee sentence.
um yeah, I'm from Manchester. Like, like the vibes are kind of like there. Um,
She's doing
from
Birmingham. She's doing Birmingham.
what? I don't understand the difference. All right, let's just, guys. I apologize if I offended anyone. When
We
I
love it.
when I hear an accent, I didn't even know. Like, when I came to London, I thought everyone would talk like this and like very posh, but that is not what everyone talks like. I've just noticed that. It's crazy.
No, no, certainly not. That's called I think they call that the Queen's English. But
Yeah, like
uh,
everyone in Australia thinks everyone talks like that here. I'm gonna be
see,
honest.
and my cousin, he's also Scottish and Indian like myself. He lives in Brisbane, I think it is. But in Australia, is surely there must be different twangs to the accent, or because I think Australia has a similar one all the way.
I think there's a bit of a, to be fair, like the more Aussie, okay, to be fair, I was from a country town and like I can go proper Aussie, like, and use the slang, and I go really slow and I talk very like, I have a very big twang. But if you're from more like Sydney and you're more from the beaches, you can have like a little bit more, like sometimes people that have like English parents that are born in England, like they have like more of a posh Australian accent. I know that sounds weird, but yeah, we pretty much all talk the same though, I think, but I don't know, it's yeah,
It sounds the same to me, but
yeah.
I'm
It's
quite good. I'm quite good with accents when hearing accents. But yeah, but big up the Aussies. Big
very,
up
very Scottish. You like Australia? I
Australia.
can't do it.
Aye,
Just
that's
Australia?
how I'd say it. One day we'll do a whole video dedicated to learning Scottish
Yeah,
accents,
please.
and
I
hopefully we'll get
love
Lewis
Scottish
Capaldi.
accents. When I went there, I was like, "Oh my gosh."
What one thing I wanted to ask you as well, of course, we all know what's going on right now in the world, and it's all about Black Lives Matter, and of course, it's the cause we're all supporting. How have you been able to get behind it, or have you been able to kind of raise awareness with
Yeah,
your
so on
fans? Or
TikTok, I've created more awareness. I obviously did a post kind of dedicated to Black Lives Matter and the whole hashtag that's trending at the moment. And obviously I've posted a little bit about it on social media, but it's crazy like to see them all the support. Like I'm really like, because basically I live in London and I've seen so many people with like on the bridge, they were just walking, and honestly, I was so proud to see the amount of people that are supporting, Black Lives Matter. So yeah.
indeed, indeed. And well, I was going to usually at this point I ask artists, what are your plans for the second half of the year? But
I
or
mean,
God knows.
yeah. Um, I mean, definitely releasing, like, I'm working on my EP, so that's coming out I think around August, which I'm super excited about. I've got a lot of tracks and big UK features on that. And honestly, I think I'm definitely still kind of finding my sound. Like I'm kind of like, it's a bit more pop with a bit of Indian fusion, and then we've got kind of like mainstream pop, a bit of R&B with All Night, as you can tell, and a bit more like Afro beats as well. I kind of like that kind of beat. But yeah, it's I think obviously I don't know how what the rest how like lockdown's going and stuff like that, but definitely releasing more music, a lot more, yeah, to come. But yeah, I'm excited.
Good, good. Well, it's been a pleasure, and hopefully we will meet again in person very soon. But keep up all the good work, and keep up the TikToks as well. You are absolutely killing it, and keep learning those accents, Celina. You're getting there.
Plus, I'm getting a Scottish accent, don't worry. Soon.
Slowly but surely, surely. Celina Sharma, Media Spotlight UK.